What's up, YouTubers? How y'all doing today? It's time for another action movie review, and I'm here to review KillZone, also known as Shap Polong, or SPL in Hong Kong. This film was directed by Wilson Yip, it was produced by Carl Chang, and it stars Donnie Yen, Sammo Hung, and Simon Yam. It also stars Wu Jing and Lu Kai-ji. It was released in Hong Kong in 2005, and it was a very big hit film in Hong Kong. I believe it received several awards for its action and its drama. Now, this is a slight departure from most action films. The drama takes center stage for the most part, which moves the story along. And the story goes something like this. Detective Chan has devoted his life to ending the reign of Triad boss Wong Po. But Wong Po sends his assassin, played by Wu Jing, to kill the witnesses that Detective Chan is protecting. They are all killed except Detective Chan, his other two detectives that is working with him, and the daughter of the witnesses. He adopts her, but unfortunately in the accident, because of a piece of glass, he receives a brain tumor. He doesn't have long to live, so he dedicates what little life he has to raise the little girl and to take his detectives to bring down Wong Po's triad once and for all. But in the course of doing this, since he can't bring about any solid evidence, they use the shield-like methods, if you catch my drift. During the course of this, it entered Donnie Yen's character, a police detective who's transferred and is supposed to take over when Detective Chan leaves the squad, or when he finally passes away from his brain tumor. During the course of this, Wong Po kills one of the snitches that's in his organization, and they attempt to forge the videotaped evidence to put Wong Po behind bars. And during the course of this, there's several other dramatic elements added to it. The action, all of it comes to a head on Father's Day. The relationship between fathers and their children is a very big theme. Wilson took very good care of the characters in terms of their relationships to other people. On both sides, he shows the good and the bad of both the cops and the gangsters in the film. Wong Po, him being a first-time father with his wife and child, who are both featured prominently in the film. And he, in spite of the fact that he is a crime boss and he's constantly going ahead these pretty much indecent cops, he is in fact a very good father, and he wants to get out of jail and be done with everything so he can spend time with his newborn son. The other detectives have various relationships with their parents, often very good or oftentimes slightly dysfunctional. Donnie Yen's character doesn't have a father. His father was a police officer who was killed in the line of duty. His father told him that because of his astrology sign that he shouldn't become a cop, otherwise he'll meet an unfortunate and very violent end in his life. Another aspect of this film is that none of the characters are completely redeeming, nor are they completely vilified. For instance, Donnie Yen's character, even though he comes off as the pretty much never do wrong action hero, in fact there is an instance in his past when he was a young police detective where he chased down and pretty much did a one-hit knockout punch on a suspect who was played by Sammo Hung's son, Timmy Hung. The suspect he punched out now has permanent brain damage and seems not to remember what happened. Due to his guilt, Donnie Yen's character oftentimes plays video games with him and gives him money to help him out, even though he's pretty much mentally unable to take care of himself. At this point, Wong Po is getting sick and tired of the detectives, so he sends his adopted son, who is an assassin from mainland China, to go about and dispatch the various detectives. He was played by Wu Jing. Wu Jing also starred in Zoo Warriors, another film I reviewed. Wu Jing's martial arts prowess is pretty much well displayed in this film. Even though this is not the type of just out balls to the wall action film, when the action does come, it is pretty much well decent and well choreographed thanks to Donnie Yen. One of the best moments in the entire movie is when Donnie Yen and Wu Jing have a duel in an alleyway. Donnie Yen armed only with a baton, and Wu Jing is armed with a type of tanto type blade. It's one of the most thrilling action sequences you probably see. For the most part, is because it was completely improvised, except for some key moments. It was completely improvised, and the speed that you see it moving is the exact speed by which they were moving. And of course, it was the moment all action fans have been waiting for towards the end, the fight between Sammo and Donnie Yen. Now I'm gonna just go out there and put it out there and say it's one of the finest action sequences I've seen. There's very limited wire use. Most of it relies on straight punching and kicking, and for the most part, Donnie Yen brought the element of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu to the battle, which pretty much livened up things and made it very interesting. Throughout the fight, it's pretty much misproportionate. You didn't know who was going to win or who was going to lose. Sammo Hung's size and his strength and his unusual speed for a man his size, or Donnie Yen's methodical use of martial arts and his speed. All in all, it's a great action film. I recommend anybody who's into action films to pick it up. I'm also surprised because it's a more recent action film, and to some degree it kind of harkens back to earlier films made in the 1990s to some level. Now there is a prequel made to this featuring the same character Donnie Yen plays, and he also teamed with Wilson Yip on that. I've yet to see it, but if anybody does, go check it out. But for the most part, I highly recommend this film. Well, that's all I got to say about that.